Well, David Kramer, guten Tag and danke for this interview with us. How are you feeling after Sunday's victory, first of all?
Feeling very good. It's a very important game. I'm glad we got the win. It was a very important win, and yeah, it gave us a good feeling to go in a week to go play first Barcelona. So we have a good energy and better focus.
This is our first opportunity to talk with you. So even if it was 4 months ago, tell us, how does it feel to be a world champion?
It still feels amazing. It's still a great feeling, and yeah, it's something undescribable. It's a once in a lifetime thing. So yeah, I'm still just trying to cope with the situation and trying to enjoy it. But right now, I'm more focused of this season. So when summer comes, I'm enjoy a little bit more.
After such a great season like you had last year,
Yeah.
when Gordon Herbert calls you to play the World Cup, what do you feel at first?
I mean, me and Gordy go back 2 years ago. So I started back then when I first got to Braunschweig my first year. It was the first World Cup window. He called me and I since then I was playing every window, and since then just I think we became a good relationship, and he trusted me to play, and but still, like, going into summer last year was not 100% sure that I'm on the team. Everything I have to do was earned, so I had to go out in the summer and earn it in the practice camp to be on the team. So you know it's nice, but nevertheless, I'm really happy I was part of it.
If you had to pick one teammate from the German national team to play here in Covirán Granada, who would it be?
That is a hard question. This is a really hard question. Um, I'll go with my guy. He's like, we've been doing a lot. He was like basically my guy in doing World Cup. He's used to Solas. He played in Breogan also last year, but that's my boy.
That's good. I interviewed Joe Thomas in the summer, and there was this debate that had especially American players that who were the world champions. It was the NBA champions, the World Cup champions, and I asked him, and he told me, for me, the world champions are the Olympic champions. And he told me, shout out to my teammate, I'm very proud of him, but for me are the Olympic champions. What can you say about this?
I mean, right now I'm gonna say we are the world champions because it's called the World Cup, but the Olympic Games is it's also different. Like the Olympic Games, it's also something unique. It's but it doesn't. I don't think not as many teams participate in Olympics as in the World Cup. So I think it's debatable, but World Championship and Olympics, that's pretty much up there. So, but for me, I'm taking the World Cup with the World Champions right now. So
Yeah, obviously.
Joe, right there.
Yeah, you can tell him later what you
I'll
think.
tell later.
Well, last year you were one of the best players of the Bundesliga. I think you were, per the stats, the best German of the league. What makes you come to Granada?
It's a new challenge. I mean, I've felt, in Germany, I did my thing, and I want to have new challenges. And I think the ACB is the best domestic league in Europe. And for me, I was just like, okay, I think this team is a good move to go there and play and develop my game and face new challenges. And yeah, so that made me to come here, and that's I had also great things from the city and everything. So for me, it was just like, okay, it's Granada, it is, um, and I'm happy to be here.
So you come to Granada, new challenge. The season starts, and the team's not getting the results that were expected at first.
Yeah.
I think it was one victory out of the 8 or 9 first matches. But now, in the end of this first part of the season, you finally got 5 victories, and now the 6th against Obradoiro. How do you value this first part of the season?
I mean, it was a learning process. It's we could see we were struggling at the beginning. We was struggling with end of games. We also had to change players. Then, people like myself didn't perform like I want to perform, and it's a lot of aspects, you know. So, but I think we still we still pulled off to, you know, finish the first half with six victories, which is good. And now we heading into the second part of season. You know, we feel better. We feel like, okay, now we slowly finding a groove. And when you think about it, it's a brand new team. You know, like we have new people and everything. And sometimes it works at the beginning, and sometimes it doesn't. Maybe it starts going later. You know, but I rather have that than, you know, starting slow and then at the end, than starting good and then at the
Yeah.
end lose everything. So, you know.
Last year, I don't know if you knew that, but the team started very well the season with 5 wins in the first 8 matches, and now we stayed in ACB in the last match. So
Exactly. So, you know, sometimes, you know, good things need to develop. It's a saying. So, you know, we need to develop. We need to learn. It's everything is a learning process, and I think we're heading in the right direction.
your position, the small forward position, is one of the most debated here in the team because you have competing with you in that position Pat Tomas, which is a legend of this league. He's played more than 400 matches in the ACB. Are you happy with this debate with Pat Tomas?
I mean, you know, he's a veteran, and you know, I come here and just I'm not trying to, you know, come here and just do it. If he's a veteran, you know, I'm trying to learn from him. He's an experienced guy. He's a very good guy, you know, on and off the court. So I don't have, you know, I don't really have a problem like this. I only look at this like this. So for me, I'm just like, okay, he got his role, I got my role, um, and we know we're just trying to do the best. So uh, as I said, you know, he's a great guy, and I'm just trying to learn from him and see how he does things on the court.
This weekend you have a big challenge. You face Barca. You were very near to beating them in Palau last month. Then when Joe was eliminated and so on, but you were in the last quarter. I think a couple of minutes from the end, you were tied or something like that. So you were near to win them. Do you think this can be the moment to finally beat Barca?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, you know, I'm not gonna here say like we're gonna beat Barca or something like this. Still, we have to respect them. It's a amazing team. You know, very well coached. Um, Play very well in EuroLeague. So we just gotta go in there with full confidence and just take it quarter by quarter. You know, it's gonna be a very long game. We're not gonna beat Barcelona in the first 10 minutes. We're gonna beat Barcelona last minute. You know, so we just gotta be how we played Valencia. We just gotta be with them the whole time in the game, and then at the end just finish strong. So I think, of course, uh, our mindset is to go win the game. So we do everything in our power to go out there and be the best team, and hopefully we can get a win.
Yeah. And what about the rest of the season? How convinced are you of this roster and achieving that goal of staying in ACB?
I mean, you know, it's I'm not thinking about, to be honest, I'm not thinking about like moving down or something like this. I'm taking it game by game. So our next focus is in Barcelona, and our next focus, I think we have a very quality team, and we showed, I think, the fans and we showed people that we can be also a very good team. You know, unfortunately, sometimes we slipped away some wins and we lost the games we should have won. But you know, it's basketball. You know, sometimes, especially here in ACB, you never know. It's a very, very competitive league. It's a very good league. Everybody wins against everyone. So you know, our mindset is to just win as much possible games. And I'm not myself. I'm not looking down and be like, oh, like, are we gonna make it? Not like, for me, it's just like my mindset is like, oh, for sure gonna make it. So I'm just trying to win as much possible, and in the end, we'll see.
Yeah, David, after half a season here in Granada, are you happy with your decision of coming here?
Yeah, very much. You know, it's as I said, it's I mentioned earlier. I don't really play as much as I want to play, but you know, it's a new challenge. You know, it's not always great with basket. It's not always on top, and not everything is perfect. But you know, I got to learn from the beginning to now. I feel like you know, I got better, and I experienced new things, and I faced some challenges, and so you know, I'm just trying to take everything positive, trying to find the good in the bad, you know.
Yeah.
So as I said, it's always nice to face new challenges. But so far, I'm very happy here. Very happy with this organization, with the fans, with the city. You know, it's a very nice, great place to be.
Every player that has come to play here in Granada says that this team, this club is like a big family. Do you feel it like that?
Yeah, it's very, you know, it's very small. It's You don't have like crazy amount of people. You know, everybody knows it. Everybody, you know, everybody's welcome to the office. You know, so they all around the team. So it's really nice. You know, it's nice to have a little like a unique circle. You know everybody. People know you. They're always helpful. Um, you know, they're always there for you if you need something. So you know, it's a very family-like organization. So yeah, I'm glad.
And David, last question. Talk about playing here in this Palacio with this crowd. We knew yesterday that it has been one of the top five arenas in the ACB with most people match by match. What can you say?
87%, something percent.
Yeah, 80%, I believe. Yeah. So talk about playing with this crowd and send a message to them for the rest of the season.
Oh, it's amazing. You know, like I think nothing beats an amazing crowd, a home crowd, and they always have our back. No matter if you're down or where we're up, they're always there and they push us energy. So, you know, we as a team are very happy and very excited to have our teams in our back to cheer us on, and vamos Granadas.
David, thank you very much.
Thank you, man.